finals. We're playing first. Yeah, we'll keep it. Need more mana, but having 2 white is actually kind of good. And if we can top deck a blue, that'd be nice. If we can top deck Taupe and Freeblade, that would be good. So we've got some draws that make this hand... Got actually quite a few draws that make this hand very good. Okay. Next turn's an important one. Okay. Bit of a miss there, but we'll see. See how it pans out. Alright, not the most intimidating first play. There we go. Now we can play Avon. Alright, not too intimidated by Centaur. Let's see if he mills us. Mills us, which is kind of interesting. So now I'm thinking he might be playing a mill deck, which is entirely possible. We did already see one Sphinx's tutelage, though. Okay. Thinking he's going to Reeve Soul this one, otherwise that play doesn't make too much sense. So why didn't he... Okay, I was going to say, that play didn't make sense. I think he was hoping that I would put more stuff on it, but that's okay. So, rebuilding a little bit, but we have significantly more cards in hand than our opponent. And they are not very adequately tempoing us out yet. Yeah, not super intimidated by that. We still have a lot of plays. We are taking some damage, granted, but we're doing pretty good still. Okay, so let's just slam another Avon here. It's an easy block. All right, Deep Sea Terror. If he'd milled himself, he actually would have it online right now, so I'm still a little bit curious why he didn't. Let's go ahead and play a Knight of the Pilgrim's Road. I'm not quite ready to cast Grasp just yet. If he has another removal spell, I'd prefer he use it before I cast Grasp. Alright, take our 2. Could have blocked an Enshrouding Mist, but yeah, maybe I should have. I could see that. Could have killed the Centaur. Here's our blue mana, so let's just cast Stratus Walk here. Ooh, Anointer's a good draw too, so let's get in. So I guess I can get ready to cast Grasp at this point. Yeah, I should have killed Centaur, I think, with that Enshrouding Mist when I had the chance. Enshrouding Mist outside of a combat trick against a blue-black deck is pretty not very useful. I mean, we're still handily winning this race, which is nice. Okay. So we found our... I might just disperse that, actually. Well, I guess not now. Well, this is interesting. So I can grasp Stalwart Haven. Okay, this is actually interesting. I can grasp Stalwart Haven, tap down Sentinel, get in, and then play Scrapskin Drake, and that leaves me with Disperse and Suppression Bonds for next turn. I kind of like that, actually. He does get to smash back for 6, but blue. He can also use Alchemist Vial this turn, I guess. That's actually okay. Let's play Grasp on the Aven. I think he's going to make it so my Aven can't attack, so I'll swing into it with the Knight, and then I'll Enshrouding Mist. And then we still get to keep Suppression Bonds and Disperse. He's actually letting us smash, so this seems good. I think we'll cast the Drake. So now we definitely have lethal next turn with Anointer and 2 of our flyers. So his Alchemist Vial can't save him, especially with the bonds and the Disperse. So he needs to do some pretty serious damage here. Still needs 3 cards in his yard before he can attack with the Deep Sea Terror. Okay, I'm pretty sure we can afford to take 6 here against blue-black. Can't think of damage or pumps I have to look out for. Have the outs for most things here. Unfortunately, that's amazingly good against us here, so that's a tough spot. So now, unfortunately, I'm kind of in a tough spot, and I'm definitely regretting not killing Return Centaur when I had the chance. So 7 mana. I guess we play Aven. And Suppression Bonds his Sentinel. He only needs to cast 1 more spell to attack us with Deep Sea Terror. Because if he gets the Vial in there, he casts 1 more spell, he can attack with Terror, which is lethal. I'm almost thinking I should Suppression Bonds the Deep Sea Terror then. But maybe I just leave up Disperse, in which case I play Anointer. So I think I'm just going to leave up Disperse. think he just cracks Vial to hit Avon. Yeah, this is a difficult spot. That displacement wave was extremely well timed. Okay, then he cracks Vial. I guess I'm just dead. Well, maybe not. A tough spot, though. So our play is Enshrouding Mist to keep our Anointer. No, I guess I am dead. It's a tough spot. It was a tough series of plays there for our opponent. The displacement wave really did cost us the game there. So now I can disperse the Deep Sea Terror, but I can't block, and I have to take 6. That was a tough loss. I don't think I can do anything either. Nope. All right. Tough loss. Let's see here. Sideboard. Definitely negate. We saw multiple Unholy Hungers. So I think that's going to actually be good. Could do Bone to Ash. Bone to Ash stops his Goldforge Sentinel as well as his Deep Sea Terror. I actually kind of like that too. Maybe that's wrong, but I don't mind it. Let's cut the Vial. I think it's a little less necessary, although it is good against the Guardians. I think we have enough flyers where I'm just not really worried about Guardians. I think I actually might want to just cut Enshrouding Mist too. It doesn't seem like a super important card in this matchup, although it would have saved me had I cast it at the proper time. I don't think Maritime's all that good in this matchup, but I do want an appropriate amount of creatures here. I think having the counter spells should be better for us overall. So, although I could cut Grasp instead of Vial because he's got all of the removal, but Grasp is pretty good. Makes a big target. But I think it's probably still more useful than Vial. Although Vial nets me a card too. Let's just keep the Grasp. I think Grasp is a stronger card. Albeit worse in this matchup, but I think the potential for it is still much higher than Vial. I mean, if it goes unanswered, it's pretty tough. Okay, we got to keep this. I mean, we got a nice Starfish on turn 2 and all the lands we could ask for. And potential for that Consul's Lieutenant again. So just hunting for some more threats here. Yeah, see, I don't know exactly if I keep counter spells. Just because I'm pretty desperate for well, we want to bottom that anyway. All right, Anchor to the Ether is actually not that bad here. Anchor to the Ether is much more brutal when your opponent's dramatically far ahead on the board. We still got to bottom the next land we were going to draw, and we get to replay. I mean, I didn't have a play this turn anyway, so Starfish is actually very useful. And getting rid of Anchor to the Ether is actually very useful too. I didn't see if he kept his Scry. I probably should have. Bottomed it. Okay. So he's digging for more important things. Okay, Aeronaut's quite good, but we get to play Ringwarden Owl. Make him do something about that. Wingmare, not going to be the play this turn, but not the most useful spell, to be honest. Although I guess it trades with Fetid Imp, so could help us. I'm kind of anticipating an Unholy Hunger here, but... Okay, Imp I can take. Now I definitely want to counterspell. I want to protect my Ring Warden Owl, if possible. Maritime Guard, certainly not intimidated by that. Although we're running one as well. Bottom that. I guess still want to keep our Starfish, keep back the Maritime Guard. I don't know if I'm swinging with Ring Warden Owl yet. I guess I can. But I think that's dangerous. I may just want to grasp with a Hieromancer, my Wingmare, but then I still can't really block the Fetid Imp. I think we just play Wingmare off for... This actually keeps him off of Unholy Hunger as well. So maybe I do cast Grasp on the Wingmare and get in for 4 here. That lets me keep both his Aeronaut and Thopter back again. We do 1 less damage with Ring Warden Owl, but it makes 2 targets that are good. I think I actually am going to cast it here. So we swing for 4. Our opponent can't cast Unholy Hunger. And he can't really attack into Wingmare that well. Can't cast Unholy Hunger. Okay, we definitely block an Aeronaut. Okay, unfortunately losing our Wingmare, but nothing to be done. I still think the block was correct. So, unfortunately now I think we have to worry about Unholy Hunger, so I'd like to find a counterspell if possible. How useful is Flare here? It's not particularly useful. I'm not sure if it's useful enough either, to be honest. I kind of need something better. I kind of need another threat. I mean, granted, I don't want to land either. I just feel like flaring is likely to just hit a Thopter. Yeah, I think we got to bottom that. I still have to keep my Starfish back for blocks as well. Just kind of unfortunate because I just drew a land. So the spot's more difficult now. Now I think we're just going to get hungered and bashed pretty hard, which makes me not want to keep my Ring Warden Owl back. But if I don't keep my Ring Warden Owl back, if I attack, then maybe he's not motivated to use the Unholy Hunger and he can progress the board and still swing for quite a bit of damage. But we're not that far behind clockwise. We only take 3. We're only 1 damage behind. I think because he's got Unholy Hunger, we're just going to swing here. But this is a tough spot. This is certainly a tough spot. Since the lands we have at this point, any land draw is definitely dead. And our opponent has just oodles more cards in hand than we do. So we're struggling to draw live, and I think we've probably got a wall of Unholy Hungers we have to get through. So this seems not easily winnable, but depending on what our opponent's got, of course. Okay. If he mills us and hits 4 spells, we're in some trouble. Well, hit the negate, which I would have actually really liked, but that's okay. So, gotta keep creatures here. Even though it's not good against the Return Centaur, we still have... I think he likely hungers now. Maybe not, though. Guess he doesn't have great attacks. Okay. Can afford to take that. I mean, I think if he had Unholy Hunger, he'd play it. Okay, that's a big threat. Bottom that. Still want to draw here. All right, Clash of Wills not the most useful now. Unfortunately. Yeah, it's going to be a tough race. Tough race to win. Now we need to find an out for Goldforge Sentinel. I mean, at least we have the counter for the Unholy Hunger, but not being able to deal with the Goldforge Sentinel is a big problem. So it seems like we're on quite the clock now. Swinging with everything. Well, this makes me feel kind of good, actually. I think the blocks are like this. So could have actually blocked the Goldforge Sentinel and traded, but getting some guys off his board is certainly not irrelevant here. We still have outs for his Goldforge Sentinel as well. And we get to smash back with Knight to make him 4 power. We are taking 6, which is a lot of damage, but hopefully our Starfish can find something here. Okay, gotta bottom that. I don't know if I can afford to upkeep it because we have to keep this return Centaur back. I may have to chump block his Goldforge Sentinel as well. I think we just hope to draw something here. Aeronaut's a great draw. Okay. That's a really nice draw, actually. Just a really perfect draw at the moment. So let's smash for 6 because I think we do need to get some pressure in there at this point. Because now at least we have a chump block for his Sentinel. Guess I maybe should have left up 2 white to fake Celestial Flare, but I don't know how much it's going to change his turn. So we have blockers for Centaur, Sentinel, and Thopter. He doesn't have double blue for Displacement Wave yet either. Okay, can't do anything about that, unfortunately. So it's going to make it. It's going to certainly make it a tough race. I think we definitely chump here. So digging for suppression bonds. Disperse will work. Is it good enough? What does it do? It doesn't do much, does it? I think we need better than Disperse, because let's say I just draw Disperse. I pass a turn, or can I swing with Knight? I swing with Knight, he trades with Fetid Imp, which doesn't seem great. And then I Disperse Sentinel. He has to replay it. But he still gets to see another card. I honestly, I don't think Disperse is good enough. I think we need suppression bonds. I think I can upkeep Starfish now, though, because I have got Knight to block Centaur. I basically am just looking for a stabilizing card here. If I can get suppression bonds, I can stabilize reasonably well here. Stalwart Haven, I mean, it buys me a block against the Sentinel. What else does it do, though? It doesn't let me attack into an Imp. It lets me block a Thopter. He attacks with everything on his turn. Right now, I am forced to... Well, let's say he attacks with just flyers. I guess I can take 5 and go to 1. Is there anything besides suppression bounds I can get? Not exactly sure. I don't think so. Void Mage? I'd rather have a Void Mage here. At least it puts something on the board as well. I just don't think Avon does enough. It buys me a chump block, basically. But I think we just really have to dig for that that suppression bounds. Okay. Not a super useful draw there, unfortunately. But like I said, I just don't envision us really winning with cards that just are biased at chump block, basically. Like, I don't think that's going to be the path to victory here. Okay. So I think we chump one more time. So suppression bounds are bust, I think, at this point. Okay, I think we're just dead, but I tried my best. Like I said, Disperse didn't actually do anything. It really doesn't do anything. It costs us a card. He gets to see another card and make the same play again. I don't think we're going to win off that. I don't think we're going to win from Stalwart Avon, which actually doesn't do anything either, except it does keep a Thopter at bay, but it doesn't keep a Fetid Imp at bay, and it doesn't keep a Goldforge Sentinel at bay. So I think my best odds there were digging for the actual removal spell. But we did see, unfortunately, just kind of excessive lands, and the next card is Suppression Bond. So we were close. We came really close to finding the out there, but just couldn't find it in time. All in all, pretty successful draft. This deck didn't look like anything crazy, but it performed well for us in the first couple matches. We did make it to the finals of the 8-4, so the next draft will be an 8-4 as well. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.